Once upon a time, there was an indie game developed by Frozen Byte for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC, and later got remastered for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC as well. This is a puzzle platformer game. It was released in 2009, and it was successful enough to spawn a series. So far, 5 games have been made, and maybe more will be released eventually. But is this game actually good to today, or has it aged badly? Now let's find out. The story of the game is about 3 characters, one called Amanda the Wizard, Pontius the Knight, and Zoe the Sea. Fate will lead them to an object called the Trine, and it will combine them both as one character. Basically, both have one body that they switch between. And in order to free themselves, they must fight evil villains, evil skeletons that are alive again. The story is basically told through a narrator's perspective. It's more of a fairy tale kind of thing, so the story isn't really much, but it's a puzzle platformer game, so that's really what matters. So the gameplay is what really matters. Basically, each character you can switch between them anytime you want, and each play differently. Zoe the Thief is a thief that has a grappling hook. She has arrows that can shoot enemies with, as well as other objects. She also has a grappling hook that she can attach to wooden objects and use it to swing from one place to another, as well as pull other objects. Amanda the Wizard is basically a wizard who has the ability to create objects with his magic. He can create things like basically a box, a plank, or even a platform. This stuff will help you in many puzzles. Pontius the Knight is a knight, and if you haven't figured out from his name, he can attack enemies with them, and as well as use his shield to defend himself. So basically 3 characters, and each focus on one thing. Like, they are not the main thing, but basically you can switch between them anytime. Zoe the Thief focusing on platforming, Amanda the Wizard focus on puzzle solving, and Pontius the Knight focus on action. There are 15 levels in the game, 16 in the enhanced version, and like the levels take their time, but the whole game takes about maybe 4 hours at best, maybe 6. Like, it's a short game. The company Frozen Byte that created the game was basically creating something new at the time, and at the time it was much smaller than it already is. I'm well aware that they're still small, but back then it was a little different. Nevertheless, this is a game for people who want to enjoy short and simple games. If you compare it to many games nowadays like God of War and many others, you'll find it very simple. But that's maybe the beauty of it. Like, granted that the game looks very simple and the enemies are basically mostly the same, like most of them are going to be either skeletons or skeletons with armor, but nevertheless, it's a great game. The simplicity of this game is what makes it amazing. You can also unlock new weapons and abilities for every character, as well as upgrade them. So the upgrades are actually very neat, but unfortunately by the time you upgrade the entire character for everyone, you're going to be already finished the game 100%. So be on the lookout for that. The game is actually pretty easy, so it's not going to be much of a hassle, but it's nice to see what you can do with the entire game. Regarding the soundtrack, I really love the soundtrack. It's a little closer to fairy tales, but at the same time it's extremely relaxing. One of the levels in this game, called Crystal Caverns, has an amazing soundtrack that I've been listening to since the first time I played it, which was also in 2015, in other words 10 years ago. Give it a try if you can. The entire game is amazing, and it's worth checking out. You can also play this game in co-op multiplayer if you want. This makes the game a lot easier. It's not like the game is hard, but it's worth a try. Now, regarding the Enhanced Edition, I played the original and the Enhanced Edition. The Enhanced Edition has 4 differences. It's basically the same as the original game, but there are 4 differences. The first is a mode called Hardcore Mode. This basically, you can use it on any difficulty you want, and it basically makes checkpoints a lot useless. Basically in the game you can, whenever your character dies, you can go back and revive one of the characters through a checkpoint. But in here, you can only revive a character through a checkpoint once. After you use a checkpoint, it's over. You have to go to the next one. And another thing in this hardcore mode, if you die, you'll have to start the level all over again. Without hardcore mode, if you die, you will start with the nearest checkpoint. Also, fortunately, even in hardcore mode, if you die, any collectibles you took, you will have them again. so no need to search for them again. This is a very difficult mode that will trigger you a lot if you don't know how to play the game, but it requires you to be very patient, like don't rush the level. The second difference in enhanced version is that the enhanced version is in 60 FPS. The third one is in 30 FPS, which isn't really a big deal, but still nice. The third difference is that there's an extra level in the game. This level doesn't really add anything to the story. It's supposed to be an epilogue, but despite this there is not a single dialogue, and even the collectibles in this level are different. It's also a level that doesn't have any checkpoint. The hardcore mode doesn't work on this level, but it's nice, I guess. It's a short level, so pretty cool. And the fourth and final difference is the achievements or trophies. I don't know about other versions, but in the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 version, there is difference in the achievements or rather the trophies, I mean. But it's not really much as well. Like the PlayStation 4 version has a lot more, but most of them are basically repeated to other ones. Like for example, in the PlayStation 3 version, some of the trophies require you to beat the entire level by collecting everything. These are still in the PlayStation 4 version, but now there are also extra ones that require you to just beat the level. And of course there's one for hardcore mode, which replaces the difficulty mode in the first game. One that requires you to beat it on very hard mode, which by the way I forgot to mention that very hard mode is replaced with hardcore mode. But other than that, they're still the same games. If you love co-op games, then this is for you. If you love short but relaxing games, then this is for you. This is an 8.5 out of 10 for me. Thank you guys for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you do, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time for more.